Section 4, one word only. The topic is episodic memory. In the morning when I was cutting down the audios one by one, so I enjoyed this a lot. It's quite technical. I told you the test is complicated. Is it? Yes. Yeah, so you should be prepared. If IELTS listening goes wild, it can be something like this, right? Lot of multiple choice from part 2. Okay, so episodic memory. Do you know what is episodic memory? Don't worry, they will explain that to you. And it's not necessary to know, right? It's a lecture, full lecture. Episodic memory, the ability to recall details, for example, the time and dash of past events. Understand? The answer will come with time and something. So they may speak about that thing first and time later of past events. Let's see, and one word only.
Today we'll be continuing the series of lectures on memory by focusing on what is called episodic memory and what can happen if this is not working properly. Episodic memory refers to the memory of an event or episode. Episodic memories allow us to mentally travel back in time to an event from the past. Episodic memories include various details about these events. For example, when an event happened and other information such as the location.
When the event happened, that is time, and such as location. So the answer is location. Right. Question number 32. Different to semantic memory. Now, do you know what is semantic memory? Don't worry, you don't even know what is episodic memory. Okay? Alright. See, if I asked you a question, what did you eat for breakfast? You go back and think about it. We call it episodic memory. I also learned it today. Okay? So I'm just telling you. Alright. Different to semantic memory, the ability to remember general information about the dash. General information, for that they may use the word general knowledge. General knowledge about the something. Now what that thing is, listen.
Episodic memory is distinct from another type of memory called semantic memory. This is the type of factual memory that we have in common with everyone else. That is your general knowledge of the world.
Your general knowledge of the world. W-O-R-D, word. Very good. Siyane hoge sare, huh? W-O-R-L-D, word. Very good. Now, which does not involve recalling dash information. Semantic memory does not involve recalling dash information, type of information, right? Let's see.
To build upon a previous example, remembering where you parked your car is an example of episodic memory. But your understanding of what a car is and how an engine works are examples of semantic memory. Unlike episodic memory, semantic memory isn't dependent on recalling personal experiences.
Personal experiences, unlike and isn't, so personal is the answer. Okay? She's speaking very politely. If you get something like this, you can, you understand clearly the way she's speaking. Okay, question number 34. Forming episodic memory involves encoding, involves receiving and processing information. Now question 34. The more dash given to an event, the more successfully it can be encoded. The more something you give to an event, the more successfully it can be encoded. Let's see what that is.
Episodic memory can be thought of as a process with several different steps of memory processing: encoding, consolidation, and retrieval. The initial step is called encoding. This involves the process of receiving and registering information which is necessary for creating memories of information or events that you experience. The degree to which you can successfully encode information depends on the level of attention you give to an event while it's actually happening. Being distracted can make effective encoding very difficult.
So, attention. And now remember, for more, they can use the word level of. More attention and level of attention. So the answer is attention. Okay, question number 35. To remember a dash, it is useful to have a strategy for encoding such information. And by the way, I use this strategy as well. I'll tell you after this. Yeah.
Encoding of episodic memories is also influenced by how you process the event. For example, if you were introduced to someone called Charlie, you might make the connection that your uncle has the same name. Future recollection of Charlie's name is much easier if you have a strategy to help you encode it.
Recollection of Charlie's. That's right. So remember, for that they use the word recollection. And Charlie's name, because it's one word only, we cannot write Charlie. So we write name. It is useful to have a strategy for encoding. So the answer is name. I'll play it again for you. This is just like that. You meet someone and his name is Kamran. And you say, oh yes, my uncle's name is also Kamran. If you meet someone and the person says, my name is this. Oh, my sister has the same name. So then you will never forget the name. Like I go downstairs to offer the prayer, there I met a guy, his name is Iftikhar. I have a cousin whose name is Iftikhar. When he told me his name, I immediately linked him with my cousin, and now whenever I go downstairs, I can recall his name easily. So this is what they said. I play this one again for you.
Encoding of episodic memories is also influenced by how you process the event. For example, if you were introduced to someone called Charlie, you might make the connection that your uncle has the same name. Future recollection of Charlie's name is much easier if you have a strategy to help you encode it.
So future recollection, use the word recollection, yeah. Alright, let's go on. Question number 36, consolidation. How memories are strengthened and stored. Most effective when memories can be added to a dash of related information. Memory can be added to a something, a means singular, of related information. Let's see.
Memory consolidation, the next step in forming an episodic memory, is the process by which memories of encoded information are strengthened, stabilized, and stored to facilitate later retrieval. Consolidation is most effective when the information being stored can be linked to an existing network of information.
Can be linked to an existing network. So linked and added, right? Network will be the answer. And you will write network as one word. Let's go on. The dash of retrieval affects the strength of memories. The dash of retrieval affects the strength of memories.
Consolidation makes it possible for you to store memories for later retrieval indefinitely. Forming strong memories depends on the frequency with which you try to retrieve them. Memories can fade or become harder to retrieve if they aren't used very often.
Frequency with which you try to retrieve that. Frequency. Okay, इसी अगर आप किसी को रोज याद करते हैं तो फिर वो भूलेगा नहीं, और अगर नहीं करते तो भूल जाएगा. तो IELTS को रोज याद करना है. That's good. Question number 38. Retrieval. Memory retrieval often depends on using a prompt. Prompt means ishara. For example, the dash of an object For object, they can use the name of the object. Dash on of an object near to the place where you left your car. Let's see.
The last step in forming episodic memories is called retrieval, which is the conscious recollection of encoded information. Retrieving information from episodic memory depends upon semantic, olfactory, auditory, and visual factors. These help episodic memory retrieval by acting as a prompt. For example, when recalling where you parked your car, you may use the color of a sign close to where you parked.
Color
You
of a
actually
sign.
have to mentally travel back to the moment you parked.
So for that sign, they use the word object. So the answer is color. That's right. Question number 39. Episodic memory impairments. Second one. Games which stimulate the dash have been found to help people with schizophrenia. Let's see what that is. Now, games which stimulate the dash. Games which stimulate something that belongs to human. Right? Yeah. So, what do the games stimulate actually? If you're playing a video game, कौन सी चीज stimulate हो रही होती है? Exactly, that's the answer.
There are a wide range of neurological diseases and conditions that can affect episodic memory. These range from Alzheimer's to schizophrenia to autism. An impairment of episodic memory can have a profound effect on individuals' lives. For example, the symptoms of schizophrenia can be reasonably well controlled by medication. However, patients' episodic memory may still be impaired, and so they are often unable to return to university or work. Recent studies have shown that computer-assisted games designed to keep the brain active can help improve their episodic memory.
Computer-assisted games designed to keep the brain active. Stimulate means to keep it active. So the answer is brain. Alright, question number 40. Children with autism may have, it's a disease, mental disease, mental disorder actually, we call it disorder. Children with autism may have difficulty forming episodic memories, possibly because their concept of the dash may be absent. Concept of something may be absent means may be missing. Let's do it.
Episodic memories can help people connect with others, for instance by sharing intimate details about their past, something individuals with autism often have problems with. This may be caused by an absence of a sense of self. This is essential for the storage of episodic memory
Absence
and
of
has
the
been found
sense
to
of
be
self, concept of the self. You know, sometimes we'll say मैं कौन हूँ before doing IELTS. Now you have a feeling मैं कौन हूँ, मैं इधर क्यों आया हूँ, and all that. So that is what we call the concept of the self may be absent, right? Okay, so listen up. You need to work hard with your IELTS listening. Practice makes you perfect, but practice in the right direction. I don't want you to take tests after tests like crazy. You need to take one test and then focus all the answers which are wrong so that you get to know how to correct them and why you selected the wrong answer, right? So now you're going to tell me how many answers are right out of 40, and you can tell me how many answers are right out of 10. Do comment and do let me know about it. Thank you.